Right, hello folks, I appreciate y'all for joining tonight. Happy Christmas Eve and all that jazz. Right, I'm sort of doing the normal, I'm just doing a pick specifically for tonight. And yeah, and this is what I've done so far. So let's go on with it, shall we? I'm just carrying on. I figured I'd leave the boring bit out first. But I appreciate you all for joining once again, especially at this time of year. I hope your Eve is going alright. It's literally just gone 8 o'clock over here. 8 o'clock at night, so I think I might stream, depending how much progress I'll get done with this. I want to get this picture done regardless of the time, but hopefully I might be on for about an hour doing this. So let's go on with it, shall we? Hope you're all doing well as always. Figure I'd take a break working on my comic. It's basically sort of going for like a wintry sort of pick here. I mean, you guys can probably tell who it is anyway. So let's refine this, shall we? Never been early to a stream before. Don't get too excited, Moonlight, because usually not a lot happens at the start because I just don't draw. For some reason. Mind you, these streams are always exciting, aren't they? Hello Pinkter, thanks for joining. Are you off work this time, or are they forcing you to work during Christmas Eve as well, whatever you're doing? Right. So yeah, I'm just refining this. I've done the boring bit. I've kept that out of stream for you guys. Well, I'll try my best not to bore you. As always. Though it's very hard for me to bore people. To not bore people, I should say. Oh, okay, fair enough. Thanks, Husky. Do you not think these streams are wacky though? I think they are. They're wacky and zany all the time. Right. I'm a wacky and zany person. Thought that came across to be quite obvious. Whoopee! See? So basically, I guess I should say what I'm trying to draw here. Basically, from what you've seen on the thumbnail for this stream, I'm basically trying to do the same thing again, only 2 years later, just to see if I've actually improved. Because I think I drew that. Yeah, I drew that 2 years ago, the one that's in the thumbnail. And see if I can do the same again. Or not, we'll see. Also, I need to flip for this bit. I kind of forgot I even made that picture until I was like browsing through it through my pictures the other day. Oh, don't worry, Husky, I won't be talking throughout the whole stream. That never happens. at least. Partly because I got nothing interesting to talk about half the time. Got to draw the rest of her scarf as well. Flip. Not sure where she's looking yet. Might change that later. Oh, if you mean like those kind of streamers that yell all the time, yeah, they do my head in as well. Yeah, I'm not happy all the time, trust me. You ain't got to worry about that either. Come on, let's not be bah humbug. It's Christmas. I'm telling that to myself, not to you guys. Though, if I'm being completely honest, I don't get excited for Christmas at all anymore. It's kind of why I wanted to stream tonight. I was like, what can I do to, like, you know, sort of liven things up today? Because I actually enjoy streaming, even though sometimes things can go wrong. Hello Rico. And hi Moonlight. Wait, when did you hear a second ago? Pretty sure I just responded to one of your comments. But I'm alright, thanks. Though it's not Monday morning for me, it's gone past 8 o'clock at night in the UK land. Remember, sometimes you got to draw what you can't see, which is what I'm doing here. I'm drawing like the jacket that she's wearing, the collars for it, just so I can get the positioning a bit better. Now to add some bagginess to the clothing here. Again, I once again I got memory of Civ. I think I'll be streaming for about an hour tonight, guys. It won't be a very long stream. But, well, I need to get this I will get this picture done regardless, so I should say I'm aiming to stream for an hour, but don't know yet. Something could go wrong. Yep, Pinkton knows what's next. Steamed ham voted meme of the year, rightfully so. Even though I think it did technically spawn last year, very late last year. Whatever, I'll take it. Right, what do I need to do now? Oh yeah, not to follow the guidelines, that's what I need to do next. In other words, got to do some cleanup. Right, I think I'll, hang on, change the canvas size. Change the canvas size. There we go. No. Put it about 3,000. Wait, what am I doing? That's the width, you numpty. This is what needs to go up. So I can blow this up a bit. Make sure to save. Dub steam hams in my voice. I mean, that meme's been dead for months now. Even then, I don't think I would. Also, hasn't that already been done? I'm going to use the G pen for this actually. Right. Actually, no, I'll start off with our eyes. So, slightly thicker pen for this, as I always do with the with her eyes. And for our eyebrows. I will use a Titanic pen for our pupils though. Well, pardon me. No, don't worry about it, Husky. It'd be a waste of time and effort, that would be. Also, that is oddly specific. Also, would people want to hear that? This music seems awfully loud to me, and also I'm skipping that song, whatever that is. Actually, I should probably do stuff that's in the foreground first. In other words, our hands. She's got fingerless gloves here, like the one in the thumbnail. Basically just revisiting that idea again for this stream. always helps to look back every now and then, see how things are going. Could have put a button there or something. A bell I should say. Just checking the length of each arm, see if they're of equal length. Actually, maybe this could go down a bit more. That's why it looks a bit off. Whew. I'm getting hot. Croissant rules from scratch. What, rules of how to make a croissant, or is it actually a croissant type? Trying to change the way how croissants should be made. Oops. I didn't actually mean to make that little line there, but I'm keeping that. It's one of those happy accidents. Just like me. I'm going to keep like the scarf and that relatively simple for this, because I actually want to add some effects later. Thanks, Sky. Yeah, looking back at some of my old drawings, especially since I've been working on my comic again, it is nice to know that I have improved in some places. However, I still think after like 3 years, I still think I should have improved a lot more up to this point. Especially when I see people on Twitter who can improve in a year just like so drastically. And yeah, I've struggled for years to only improve slowly, but you know, I've come to terms with that now. Some people just improve faster than others. Actually, this scarf should be... I'm going to put some rolls in it. Because it just looks like a turtleneck she's wearing here. Not rolls, folds, I should say. I guess the thing I've improved on the most is probably how fast I draw now. That's something I have noticed. Why did I change the thumbnail? Actually, Husky, that's just like a glitch. Like, you know, like you get you have your custom thumbnail, and then YouTube like randomly picks 3 other thumbnails. For some reason, it's stuck on the one that was the default one when I originally uploaded it, and I've changed the thumbnail to a custom one, and it's for some reason it's just stayed like that. But I've just never bothered like trying to get it fixed. Granted, before that happened, I did change the thumbnail before that. It was like a close-up of a piccolo or something. That's alright, we all knew what you meant anyway. Rolls is just the more hip way of, with a Z is more hip way of spelling it. Hey, I can barely talk sometimes, so don't feel too bad. Me talk good sometime. When brain feel like it. I can't even use the excuse that I'm drawing whilst trying to talk, because even when I'm not drawing, this happens. How are we doing? Almost half an hour in. Maybe we will be done before the hour mark. That would be nice. But it's not relatively complex pick. Right, clean up. I'm satisfied enough with that. Oh wait, hang on. So I'm missing it. Just that bit there. And we can't be going over the lines like that. That's good enough. And I say that and I want to change this as well now. Right, leave it alone. That's fine. No, I don't like it, Husky, just in general. Partly because I voice literally, well, I voice everybody in that animation, and I don't like it for that reason alone. Don't get me wrong, at the time I was pleased with it. But knowing that I spent like on and off a year working on that, it's really not that good. But hey, other people like it somehow, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Well, anyway, clean up. Colour, sorry. Let's see if we can get this done under an hour. Right, I'm gonna find... Where is that picture? Where is it? Oh wait, it's staring right at my face. This is basically what I'm doing a recreation of, is this outfit. And this is the picture that I did about 2 years ago. Just dropping in the colours, and I'm able to do this because I got that referenced, which is the little lighthouse there. Just in case people are confused as to how I'm doing this. Actually, I think I might change the pink a little bit. Or in fact, should I think I might have it like that. Yeah, let's make it a green. Yeah, that green's a bit better actually. But it's more of a bluey sort of colour. Excuse me. Talking about Cyber Z's making me choke. Well, I was about to say that the bad voices were done deliberately though, because it was basically a piss take of the Malaysian dub of Dragon Ball Z. That if you look it up on YouTube, you will see the comparison. Because at the time it was like the funniest thing to me. That was partly what inspired it. Along with, as you mentioned there, Only NG's videos. Not sure about this colour. Oh, definitely not sure about that colour. What am I doing? Oh, I've coloured that white, that's why. Stop using white. Why do I keep doing that? Right. Oh yeah, colour of this. I'm so lazy, I'm just picking out the colours that I've used before. That's like a slight blue, in case you can't see. Sometimes I don't like using a pure white. Can't remember what effect I used here. That's the only problem. I want to try and add the same effect here to show you guys how I did it, but I can't remember what I used. It's like the only time I've used that effect. Right. Don't need that. That's the background now. Well, this blue needs to be a bit more colourful, I think. Need a bit more colour to that. I've got to be careful here though, because you can make a blue either too cold or too warm. I don't want to make it too cold and too warm. We've got to try and find a medium ground here. Also, her pupils, like, again, I've just made things more colourful since I last did this. Okay, maybe not. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's a bit better. Might do the same for a scarf as well. Just add a bit more colour to it. Oops. Right. Now to go mad with the shading. I'm going to do as much shading as possible for the rest of this. So select that. Select the outside, then deselect it. Or invert selection, I should say. Let's see how that looks for now. Again, this is why I do things on separate layers, so I can play around with the opacity. Thanks, Husky. Very rarely do this, but I'm going to put a bit of shadow under her eyelid as well. Very rarely do I do this now. Also, I need to put that up to max and then reference this layer. Well, I'm sort of hesitating here because I haven't really thought about the light source. Always got to think where your light source is. I mean, I guess it is sort of, I don't know. It's out of shot though. Because you can't. Sometimes you just can't bung shadows wherever you please. It helps to think about where the light source is coming from. Sometimes you can get away with it, but I think in order to get away with it, you need to simplify it. I guess there's like a light source behind her. That's why the tones are quite dark here now. And there's one like sort of above her as well. That's how I'm seeing it now. Going to put a bit of shadow here just so the forearm sticks out a bit more. I think we will be well on for the 1 hour mark though. Can't believe it. Alright, Husky, see you later. Have a nice Christmas. Try and have a good one. Like I'm gonna try and have a good one. Me personally, these days, I don't have a problem with treating it as a normal day. The only difference being there's a lot more food involved compared to a normal day, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I'm sort of the same now. Right, see you later anyway. Try and enjoy it however you celebrate it. Whether you celebrate it or not, I should say. Just try and enjoy it. I'll put a little shadow here to give a better sense of shape for the collars there. Because otherwise it just looks a bit flat. Also I'm going to add a bit more shadow here. As well. Round this off as well. looks too flat. Arms aren't flat like that. And here as well. This is why you flip. I always tell you guys this, but I never show myself doing it half the time. When I really should be. But I wouldn't be lying if I said I'm rushing this a little bit. Well, there's a little shadow here that needs rubbing out. That's because when I selected her entire body earlier to put this layer in, it selected that as well. If that happens though, just rub it out. Just gotta make sure you can see it. Right. Maybe that shouldn't be on 40. 30 maybe? Yeah, I want to kind of keep that contrast in though, so maybe I will have it on 40. I'm going to copy this layer just in case I change my mind, though I'm pretty sure every stream I've done this method, I've just kept it, so... But still, just going to softly blend some of the shadow. Only in places where the shadow's rounded or quite far away. Well, yeah, rounded. I won't do it for the fingers because the gap's quite close to each other, It's hard to explain, but sometimes you don't want to do that. Gonna add a bit of rosiness to her cheeks as well, like I've done here. Though there it sort of looks like she's blushing, but she's not meant to be. I'm going to use the light pencil for this. See, I created a separate layer so I could do that on a separate layer, and I didn't. Why? What is wrong with me sometimes? Mind you, I haven't named my layers here. I've just copied them and then just erased what was on that layer. That's why. It's easy to get mixed up. This is why you name your layers. And once again, I'm not displaying myself doing this. It's only out of laziness. We might be done though before the hour mark, because I haven't really got much else to do. I need to put some shadow around there as well. Let's grab that colour again. Around the back here. Just grab the soft watercolour again. Gently here as well, just very gently. I'm like barely touching my tablet when I'm doing that. I want to blend it enough basically so that the line itself doesn't completely rub out. Like the edge, I mean. Like something I like something in between that. Right. Time to add a bit of reflective light. One of my favourite effects this is. As you'll probably know, because I try to put it in whenever I can. So, G pen for this. The problem is I go a bit overboard sometimes. Oops. Actually, I think I'll grab a slight blue for this. Very, very slight. I tend to only do this on eyes or metallic objects, like the buttons here. Sometimes I do it for hair. Actually, should I do it for hair here? I've literally got nothing else to do now. I guess I'll add some effects to the hair. I'm just going to copy that layer as well, the light layer, and then blur it up so I get that effect. Right, how can I do hair pattern though? I don't do this very often, that's the only problem. Right, name this one. So I got a lot. Can be if you want, Painter. I never intend for these to become backgrounds. I'll upload this on Twitter anyway in a minute after I'm done. And hopefully the right ratio, because I don't know what the correct ratio is for phones. So if you could tell me, that'd be great. See if we play. I was going to do the snow effect as well, wouldn't I? But I honestly can't remember how I did it. I obviously used a certain brush. And I will need to add that at the end. That'll be the last thing, very last thing I do. I'm reselecting. Oh wait, no, I'm doing that wrong. I need to select her hair just on its own here for this to be easier. There we go. Maybe put that colour margin up a little bit. There we go. Again, like I said, I don't do this effect very often, but I'm just going to do it for this picture. It's very anime-esque, this sort of thing, in that. And also, I'm not very good at it, as you can see. Right. It looks a bit naff at the moment, that's because it is, but don't worry, I'm trying to fix it. Hopefully you can see why I don't do this very often. Right, now I'm going to grab the soft eraser, rub some of that out so it fades a bit. Not that much though. Actually, you know what? This bit can go. Once again, I'm going to soften this side, but not the top. That was kind of pointless. That's why I don't do hair effects very often. Even though that's something I used to do, like back when I was really into anime. Right, let's try and figure out what I used for the snow last time I did this. Well, it's obviously some brush, but I don't know which brush it is. That's the only problem. Unless it's not a brush, maybe it's a spray effect. Maybe it's one of these. Droplets? Honestly don't know. Right, obviously this is in the foreground, so... Ah! I sort of on the right lines. Unless it's one of these. Sorry guys, I've got to try and figure this out. Nope, that's definitely not it. I mean, I am sort of cheating here by using like a filter that you just sort of chuck on. I mean, that looks alright. But the particles need to be bigger. Okay, this isn't how I did it last time, definitely not. That looks horrible now. Screw it. Right, the density, that's too much there, there's too much going on. Let's turn the... I'm sure there's a way to turn it right down. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to go mad with the amount of... No, I don't want to do that. Very trial and error this is. Now I'm going to put some in the background behind, well, some behind her as well. Otherwise it looks odd. I'm going to do a few more in the background. Because obviously, the further away it is, the more they'll be showing. I should just tap it. Is that even registering? That's really hard to tell. What other things can I do? I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna... Gotta copy that layer in case I change my mind. Because there's a little bit of light behind her, I'm going to go back to the mapping pen, get an opaque colour, and in some areas just add some reflective light. Sort of like on top. And that'll be pretty much it for this stream, guys. I'll upload this onto Twitter in a minute after I'm done. Actually, I won't add any there or there either, because there's like a light source here and there's one here as well, but the one on the right is like sort of above her. This one's behind her. Should I put one here as well? Or maybe I can rub it out here, get the soft eraser, just so eyes pop up a bit more. Well, that'll do. I'm doing too much now. I'm gonna end up like making it even worse. One other thing is just to change the canvas size quickly. Yeah. Right, there we go. That'll do for tonight, guys. Man, I can't believe I did that in under. Well, I technically didn't do it in under an hour because I left the planning out. So this was from 2 years ago, and this is now. But anyway, I appreciate you all for coming to this stream tonight, and yeah, that's all I can say really. Besides, and to add to that, I hope you'll have a nice Christmas. And if you don't celebrate it, then you know, just make the most of tomorrow. Right, time to fade out that music. And once again, I appreciate you guys coming by. Well, I've got 30 seconds left, so I'm going to fade out now. See you later, guys. Once again, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you probably in another couple of days. Probably Thursday. We'll be back to business as normal, working on my comic and that. Actually, no, hopefully it'll be done by then. So maybe we've got some new stuff to do. Alright, thank you guys for your kind words. I'll see you later and have a good one. No turning back now. I'm fading out. See you later.